What's up, VC? What's up, vinyl community? It's Dan hanging out with you for Dan's Vinyl Channel. Hopefully, you guys are having a great start and a safe start to your 4th of July holiday weekend. You guys stay safe out there, all right? This is a contest entry for David Newton at Unsightly Vinyl. So he has about 8 hours left as the making of this video. So by the time you see it, probably about 7 hours left to make a video if you wanted to. All you have to do is share with David 5 songs that you still crank up when it comes on the radio, and 5 songs that radio has ruined by completely playing it into the ground. It's not exactly what it is, but I come from a radio background, so a lot of these songs. It was hard to find in my collection songs that I actually have, because coming from a radio background in both rock and country and top 40 and adult contemporary kind of stations that I worked at. Those formats, a lot of overplay happen, and I do not own a lot of those songs. So it's like, I don't have Sheryl Crow. I won't, because I've overplayed her stuff in the 90s and into the early 2000s. It just won't happen. Butterfly Kisses. I worked in radio when it first came out, and I'm still scarred from that awful, awful song that, one day I'm probably going to have to play when my daughter gets married. So I'm saving it for that, and I will not own it, though. But anyway, I digress. Let's get into some songs that I crank up every time I hear them on the radio. Let me grab these. Okay. All right, so never get sick of this one, no matter what. Simple Minds, Don't You Forget About Me. This came out on the Breakfast Club soundtrack. A lot of you guys already know that, and it was around the time that they were at their peak. In my opinion, my favorite album by them is not New Gold Dream. It's my second. My favorite album by them is Once Upon a Time. So this is right around that era of Once Upon a Time, which is just a fantastic era of Simple Minds. Love it, love it, love it. Will never burn out on Don't You Forget About Me. All right, next song. Every time I hear it, man, Run to You by Bryan Adams. It gets cranked up. It's a killer song. Bryan Adams, man, dude does not get the love and respect he needs. This album is incredible. This is Reckless, and I tell you, man, this thing is a nonstop just rock and roll hit record, man. It sounds good, and it's fantabulous, guys. If you don't have Reckless, I mean, you're that's a hole in your collection right there. All right, third, yeah. Anytime I hear "Here I Go Again" by Whitesnake, it gets cranked up. It's a sing along. It's one of those great sing along songs. It's got I love the guitar solo in this song as well. So, and I recently heard, and you know what? I'm not a huge Whitesnake fan, so don't beat me up for this too bad. But I didn't know that this was a different version than one they did initially, I guess. In the early Whitesnake had a song, "Here I Go Again." Changed the lyrics around a little bit. It used to be, "Here I go again on my own. Going down the only road I ever known, like a hobo, I was born to walk alone." Those were the original lyrics instead of "like a drifter." So I kind of like the drifter better, but then again, it's the first one that I heard. And it gets cranked. Either of those versions will get cranked up in the car. All right, this next one, of course, I have a love for radio, and there's a song by this band called "The Spirit of the Radio," and every time I hear that, it's gonna get cranked up. Yeah, it's fantastic stuff. Rush, such a great band. I recently was talking with some people on a Facebook group that I'm on, and where we share some records, and I'm like a Rush normie. I've only been into them for a few years, and this is a close second of my favorite albums by them. My first one would be Moving Pictures, which I was saying is like every Rush normie's favorite Rush album, but I do dig Permanent Waves. And then when guys like Signals, Get It. I've got it, buddy. All right. killer stuff. I like Signals too. It's got subdivisions on it, I believe. Man, I could be making a total jerk out of myself right now. Final in the 5 is actually David. David gave me this record of some VCLT, Vinyl Community. Yes, VCLT. It's on ACDC's High Voltage, and it's a long way to the top. If you want to rock and roll, this song will blow out the speakers of my PT Cruiser, guys. They're already blown out. It's not a great stereo on that car. That I can tell you. All right, so let's get on to songs that radio is just completely ruined and run into the ground over and over and over and over again, and just made me just disgusted every time I hear it. All right, so and this sucks because a lot of these are some great artists. Personal Jesus, man. I'm so sick of hearing Personal Jesus. It's like there's other songs on this album that you could play other than Personal Jesus. Enjoy the Silence, Policy of Truth, Halo, Waiting for the Night. There's so many songs on this that you could be playing instead of Personal Jesus. I know it's got a good beat and all that. You know, I don't know. I'm burnt, guys. I just can't do it anymore. This is a real shame. He's one of my favorites. He's a great drummer. He's a great frontman for Genesis. Phil Collins, In the Air Tonight. If I got to hear that song again, I just turn it off. I listen to this song maybe once a year. But yeah, radio is ruining it, man. It's ruining it. And then when Hangover came out, it came back like tenfold, and it was all over the radio again. And I'm just like, I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. It sucks because I love that song. I love this album too. I've already showed this band, ACDC. It's not Back in Black. That song, I could still listen to Back in Black on the radio. It's You Shook Me All Night Long. If I got to hear that thing one more time, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I will turn it off. I will change the channel every time. I will listen to Silence over most of these that I'm showing you. This is a real shame too, because I know, which one of these do I show? Man, both of these overplayed. I'm going to go ahead and go with this one since you guys already saw it. You guys see what this is? You know what I'm going to say. Hotel California. Stop playing this on the radio. Give it a break. Give it 3 or 4 years. All right, let us learn to like this song again. Play something else. Eagles have a ton of hits. A ton of great. What's that song? Is that song New Shoes by the Eagles? You know, it's like, why don't you play that one? Is that the name of it? Gosh, guys, I'm gonna have to double check. I have to do this occasionally. Is it New Shoes by the Eagles? Yeah, it's a song. Those Shoes by the Eagles. Why not that song? That song freaking rips. Life in the Fast Lane. Play that one instead. But don't just stop playing this. Do this song a favor. This is a great song. Don't ruin it. Man, you know, the first time I heard this song was I was with my best friend Chris, and we went to a house where this dude he had like a killer vinyl collection. All right, we were kids. We were like 15, and we were buzzing. All right, I'll say that. And anyway, so dude, puts this record on. He's like, you know what they're singing about here, don't you, man? And I was like, no, what? He's like, hell. And I mean, I felt that go through me. I freaked out. So that song means a lot to me, man. Stop playing it. All right, and last, certainly the song I will scream as I'll be, turn it. Can't do it. Done. No more. Stop playing this song on the radio. Stop playing Don't Stop Believing. Replace it. There's a song that comes on right after this on the album that is awesome, and it's called Stone in Love. Play that one. It's just as catchy, just as great of a song. Stop playing Don't Stop Believing. I don't believe anymore. I don't believe in it. I stopped. Anyway, coming in at you under 10 minutes. Check out David's channel below. Give him a sub. If you don't already, David's got a great channel. He's a great guy. So, peace out, you guys. Keep digging them records, all right? If you're unable to dig records, dig your own collection. you've got some stuff in here that you haven't listened to in a while. You know, I just pulled a record myself, and maybe you should, that I'm going to listen to here that I haven't listened to in a while, and that is Peter Gabriel's So. So why not put on So? Look how sad he is. If you haven't listened, he's like, you haven't listened to me in like a year, Dan. See how sad? See, he's sad because you haven't listened to this album in a long time. It's a great record. Red Rain, Sledgehammer, big time. In Your Eyes, just a few of the great songs on that record. So. Anyway, you guys take it easy. You know, be safe. Don't blow off your fingers or anything like that. That would suck. So you guys have a great 4th of July weekend. Peace out. Talk to you guys later.